business. All right, folks, we are behind schedule here. Had a difficult time getting back into the pull-in. I went the exact opposite direction, so I'm about 5-6 minutes behind schedule. In addition to missing the start of the game, bottom of the first, and Putnam City North Panthers up to bat. 0-0 ball game of the day on PNTV.
Swing by Monica Page. Page set the middle on a 3-2 count. Brings up number 3, sophomore, Savannah Martinez.
Well, the Panthers now with two base runners on after the solo blast up the front. El Reno Indians looking to get out of the jam here. One down, and now we'll begin the 0-0 pitch count. And the swing and a miss. Right, evens up the pitch count 2-2. I'd like to thank Vecina's Mexican Cafe in El Reno, Hinton, and Weatherford for their generous sponsorship for on-the-road coverage for Prep Nation TV. There will be multiple award winner presentation sponsors this fall, in addition to multiple teams in the community on the road and at home. So thank you very much to Raul and staff. And ringer up a strikeout called.
Number 15, Aubrey Miller.
It's going to be a pop-up foul, and second baseman snags it over the shoulder. So Panthers unable to score. They strand two. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Score remains 0-0. Your PNTV game of the day. Class 6A versus 5A. Putnam City North versus El Reno. Competitive game thus far, even though the records would tend to favor El Reno on paper. I've learned over the years not to read too much into what a team's record might be because there are some teams that just, for whatever reason, peak late. We're covering an Ardmore basketball team last year in the area playoffs, very similar. They had easily been beaten by Marlowe earlier in the year. And then it just, whatever reason, whatever happened, teams went in totally different directions, and Ardmore double digit victories over Marlowe put them out of the playoffs.
That is now 4 up, 4 down for the Panthers. Bringing up number 3, Cadence Connie.
All right, well, so far, pitcher dealing for the Panthers. It has been 4 batters faced and 4 strikeouts. It's really hard to improve upon that stat line. Saw an absolute pitcher's duel last night between Dale and Lindsay. Kinsley Hill, the senior extraordinaire, got her 800th career strikeout, and the junior phenom, Reese Flood, not only recording her 200th strikeout for the season, but ended the game with her 500th career strikeout. Scary thing is she's still got at least another 10, 12 games this season. And then one more year to pad to that list. Probably shouldn't say she's got 10 or more, but everything goes according to plan. She's going to have at least 2 in super regionals and then potentially 3 in state. However, they are picking up at least 1 extra game, so I hedge my bets on that in case they do a couple more. We'll be there covering El Reno again next weekend against Lindsay. So they get the infield pop-up fly, 2 down. So that snaps the streak for Panther on the mound. It's definitely been a pitcher's duel early on again. Pawnee with 2 strikeouts. Monica Coates is the pitcher for the Panthers. 4 strikeouts and 1 infield pop-up fly thus far, 6 batter faced. And the walk. So perfect game. Now no longer on the table for Coates. However, she still has a no-hitter going. Beautiful field buried on the backside of the football stadium in Putnam City Baptist Church and Putnam City North High School. One of the rare instances where the ballpark faces away from the school. If you hit the right shot, you can roll it on somebody's house. Calls it off. 0-2 pitch count. Just off the plate and high ball, too. Oh, correction. He's going to give the strike call.
Another strikeout there for Monica.
So 5 strikeouts for Coates, 1 infield pop up fly. And she otherwise 1 walk. She's been perfect in the game so far. Led at the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Putnam City North. Coming up to bat, you're watching Prep Nation TV coverage. Fast pitch softball game of the day. Just a reminder, our feature event of the week and OK Prep Showcase will be the Class A baseball playoffs this Thursday and Friday at Edmond Santa Fe High School. We'll be broadcasting 4 quarterfinal games and 2 semifinal games Thursday and Friday. Pairing matchups are Wright City Lumberjacks versus the Hydro Weekly Bobcats, Worcester Wildcats against the Navajo Indians, the Rattan Rams versus the Sterling Tigers, and the Okarche Warriors versus the defending Class A state champion Amber Pocasset Panthers.
Sophomore Kayla Wood.
Games will start at 11 a.m. and run throughout the evening. Just a reminder, this weekend is 2A, A, and B state softball and baseball playoffs, and all of the championship games will only be viewable on the NFHS network for a fee. In softball's case, all of the games for 2A, A, and B will be required memberships. I'd like to again thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream and highlight coverage is Tina's Mexican Cafe. Locations in El Reno, Hinton, and Weatherford. And foul ball will negate the potential third strike base on ball attempt. 1-2 pitch count will resume. And quickly with the ground out. So both teams very methodical, very on point, and not giving the batters much to do other than just run down the base path and turn back to the dugout.
Up to the number 21, Jada Stevenson.
and stays with the play. Gets the 4-3 ground out, and now 2 down. So almost a repeat, rinse, recycle performance going on here with both pitchers.
Up to the plate now for the Panthers, number 8,
Potty on the mound, one of our Prep Nation top 20 All State players and watch list players for the Pitcher and Player of the Year award. Officially, our Player of the Year award is the Hum Babe Award, and the Pitcher of the Year, the Young Gun. Catcher just can't quite hook over. We've announced our top 10 semifinalists for classes B, A, and 2A. I've got all but 2 players decided for 3A. We'll be working on 4A at the conclusion of Super Regionals this week. A lot of the tournaments are going off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday formats. And so 6A and 5A, once they complete regionals, we will announce the top 10 lists this weekend, heading into next week's state tournament that will be once again back at Devon Park or Hall of Fame Stadium. Seems like every year now the name changes. For years and years, it was ASA Hall of Fame Stadium, then it was just Hall of Fame Stadium, and then USA Softball Stadium, and seemingly just they can't quit. Now it's OG&E Field at Devon Park. And K-time. Well, the pitching duel will continue between Coates and Pawnee. Well, at the top of the third inning, it'll be the Lady Indians coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage, game of the day. Class 6A versus 5A fast pitch softball.
up to the plate for the Indians, number 45, Skylight Cambridge. Nice play, Jada. Up to the plate now for the Indians, number 2, Maddie Brinkman.
And this is just back-to-back games that we've covered now that has had a just mirror image. Last night's game between Dale and Lindsay, one on a high pitch and an impeded base path call at home plate and snags it. I'm afraid a lot of the highlights here are going to be ground outs, strikeouts, and pop ups.
It brings up back to this top of the lineup. Number one, Matty Moss.
Ricochets off the concrete. And yet another ground out. So, what a pitching performance so far for Coates. And the hometown Panthers, they are hanging tough here in the Class 6A 5A matchup. It'll be Putnam City North coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV.
Coming up to the Panthers, number two, Michaela Coates. Teed up right now. Tea time. Tea time.
Oh, every time a batter comes up, they think, all right, we're going to be the first to get the hit. And it seems to be bringing more excitement from the opposing dugouts than it is even the participating dugout as they bat. Taking great pride in getting the outs each and every inning here, bottom of the third, 0-0 ball game. highlight reel button, and there was really no. So in effect, I'm sending out the vibe, make some notable play. There, there they go again. So they get another opportunity here, and we may get our first score. We will. Wow, that ball's going to roll all the way out to the foul, all the way to the wall. Run scores. Putnam City West on top. Well, it was a routine ball error on the throw, and then I don't know what happened to the shortstop, but she was nowhere there in that spot, and it rolled all the way out to the wall, right below the scoreboard. Battle was on between the left fielder and the shortstop to go chase it down. And just misses the catch. All right, your score through 3 innings is now Putnam City North is up 1-0 over El Reno. Fielder's error and almost just a, I don't know if they put it in a pitching machine, but it launched the ball out. It's very rare that you see a ball roll that quickly into the outfield. Usually it kind of catches grass and it'll at least come to a stop. Outfielder maybe cut it off and nip it in the bud, but this one just perfectly spotted where the shortstop was not and goes all the way out to the wall. It'll be the Indians coming up to bat, top of the 4th inning. You're watching PNTV Game of the Day.
First for the Indians, number 16, Izzy Birdsong.
And the fly up.
Brings up number 77, Ryan Hardy.
And once again, money in the bank. Coates has been on point today, flummoxing this Indians roster and keeping them on the short end of the stick. They've been able to get a couple of outfield flies, a couple of pops that went high up into the grass, kind of just past the infield dirt. But by and large, it's been either a strikeout or a put out on the ground. And once again, infield pop up. It is 3 up, 3 down. So far, we are halfway through the game, and it is a 1-0 lead again, back to back games now for Prep Nation TV. Both unearned. One came on a throwing error, one came on an impeded path, but 2 games in a row. A pitching duel and Webb Jim affair. Coach with 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk, and she has lined them up and put them down. Just a reminder, our coverage this Thursday and Friday will be the Class A baseball playoffs. And then we will flex coverage, video highlights, interviews, and info only for Saturday for fast pitch softball. And then I will let everybody know the following weekend we already are booked for Monday and Tuesday pickup games of the day. Those will both be for fast pitch softball as well. This is our inaugural season for our watch list. Ended up with 200 players throughout the state of Oklahoma. First time in history that we've recognized all state players, top 20 for all classes 6A through B. We're on the fast track to the top 10 semifinalists, and then eventually the final 5. I've seen some absolutely stellar play and performances so far. Notable players that have really caught my attention: J.L. Austin from Owasso, Libby Jacquez from Moore, Harley Chisholm from Weatherford, Zoe Griffin and Goose Hutchins from Wagner. I already know about Brayley Spence and Jess Schumann from Lone Grove, but Olivia Palumbo from Washington, Reese Flood from Lindsay, and the walk. So now 1 walk apiece for each team. Lower classes, obviously Kinsley Hill from Dale in 2A, Alyssa Parker in 2A. And what can you say for the Caddo Bruins going for 7 straight titles? Rylan Peavy House and JC Nichols putting on a show still. Gets her on the double play. An assist pop up to the pitcher, 1-3 toss up. Bam. Nicely done by Pawnee. Yeah, can't leave off the Class B players. Madison Grogan, Pacey Iju, Morgan Durrell, and the 1-2 combo punch of Reagan Dominic and Carly Tree from Stewart. So seen some really good plays. Man, it is just moving along. So El Reno recuperates after the error in the top part. They showed no signs and worse for wear in the bottom of the 4th. And we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Indians need to score 1-0 Putnam City North.
Coming from Indians, number 3, Cadence Klein.
Well, they may be held scoreless, but that dugout is having a blast. Money pitch is driven foul. Catcher can't quite get to it. Like the hustle. And she gets that one, snags it.
Harry Andrews brings up number 14, Izzy Choate.
If you haven't subscribed to our PNTV channel, please do so. All you have to do is go to the homepage, click subscribe. It is free. We are also now offering PNTV All Access. It is $20 annually or $200 for a lifetime membership. That is an early bird special. Once our site goes live, the prices will go up and will allow you to get insider content, exclusive material that only we provide. And trust me when I say there is a ton of it. So, what are the odds in back to back games of the day we would have pitchers' duels and low scoring affairs? Both games 1-0. Trying to think if this is just the third time ever that I've covered a Putnam City North game. I know I've done a Putnam City North football game. I know I've done a North and West basketball game, but this is definitely my first time to do the softball squad. That I do know. But a beautiful campus here. Those of you that aren't familiar with the layout, way, way, way up past Hefner off of Brockwell, literally almost going to Edmond, a different side of Oklahoma City. And Putnam City North, just absolutely beautiful campus, nice layout. And the strikeout now 2 down. Coates is still just dealing. and they snag it once again. It's just it is a no-go for these batters today. Each pitcher with a walk, and other than that, there was a throwing error that just absolutely allowed the first base runner to pounce, and she goes from first down the path to rounding second, third, and in safe at home. Perfect games went out the door. However, if you are a softball purist, right now Pawnee's given up one hit on the mound for El Reno, and Coates has yet to give up a hit. So no hitter continues at least through 5 innings. Beautiful evening here in Oklahoma City, and a absolutely beautiful ballpark here. You can barely tell now, but boy, if you get the right batter, you could put a softball on top of about 20 or 30 houses. It definitely abuts to a subdivision on the back side of the school. When I was just going around, I went to the wrong side of the school, and we got a late start. It took me almost 10 minutes with the traffic lights to get back around and cut back around, and then even by cutting through the parking lot, it still didn't have me on the right street, so I had to go back down again and come in behind. But having said that, there were 3 or 4 dog walkers out, and kind of just struck me with how unique the layout of the ballpark is here. I mean, it really abuts right with backyard fencing. I'd like to thank Vecina's Mexican Cafe, locations in Hinton, El Reno, and Weatherford. They are our premier sponsor. I'd like to thank Raul and staff, among the most hospitable people I've met in Oklahoma. We'll have a shallow fly out to right field, and it is 1 down. Coates has pitched brilliantly for the Panthers, 6 strikeouts, no hits. Pawnee, our top 20 player of the year quarterfinalist, has been absolutely fantastic as well. Every bit the part of what we were hoping to see coming out tonight to scout her. Haven't seen anything that would not suggest that she is not a potential top 10 semifinalist as well. Just exceptionally good control. Just unlucky on the base path with the one walk that she administered, with the wild throw allowing her to steal 3 bases. Pops it up the middle. This one could be potentially a hit, and nope. Psych. 6-3 ground out. At some juncture in the game, somebody's probably going to start throwing down short bunts just to try to get kind of a fall ball style system going here. And she administers her second walk now, so that one proving to be potentially costly. Last time she gave one up, run scored on a wild throw. Another strikeout and another flummoxed batter. Your score remains Putnam City North 1, El Reno 0. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning. It'll be the Lady Indians coming back up to bat. You're watching PNTV.
Get up and sing your hearts out, fans. Where it began, I can't begin to know. But then I know it's broken. One in the spring, and spring became the summer. The relief you brought along. And touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Coming up to play for the Indians, number 45, Tyler Kissinger.
Can't quite run it down. Somebody has an exceptionally large set of lungs in the dugout. Oh, it falls. First single of the game. No hitter officially broken up for Goats. So now both teams with one hit on the game.
Facing for the Indians, brings up number 2, Maddie Baker.
2-1 pitch count now. Base runner on first for El Reno. Running out of opportunities, down to their final 6 outs.
out there for Monica. Bring the Indians back to the top of their lineup. Up the plate, number one, Mighty Moss.
The runner is in, just beating out the throw. Ball gets loose as well. Otherwise, they did have a good opportunity to turn two again. Pitcher had an unassist pop up and then throw out by herself. Gets the K there, and then catcher throw just off the mark, kind of rainbows it in. One hops and then bounces off to the side. Two down now for the Indians. They are now down to their final four outs. A narrow 1-0 lead, all from a overthrow. Running to second, that just rolled and rolled and rolled to the fence. Quick, easy, efficient. Another really nice inning put together by Putnam City North. They are really making El Reno stretch and work for every at bat.
Panthers, number 10, Kylie Smith.
Quick and easy 6-3 on the ground down.
Coming up to play now for Panthers, number 41, Monica Rhodes. Line out there brings up number 3, Savannah Martinez.
Two down after back-to-back outs. And it is a quick inning once again. All right, your score through 6. Putnam City North 1, El Reno 0. Will head at the top of the 7th inning. Indians down to their final 3 outs. They need a run in the top. Hooks it foul down left field line. Two pitch count will resume. Indians have been able to get one walk, one hit. This one is a problem ball, best hit ball of the game for either team. And she stops at second with the stand-up double. And exactly what the Lady Indians needed. Potential game-tying run at second base now.
Up to play now for the Indians, number 5, Michael Woods.
Wallops it up the middle. She's going to round and stays at home wisely so. So back-to-back hits for El Reno. Runners on the corners now, no out, first and third. Well, Pawnee has been befuddled at every turn so far. Opportunity to be the hometown traveling hero, I guess. And loads them up with the infield bunt. Could be a E1 assign. Makes her progression read, however, waits too long to fire with the ball. As a result, El Reno loads him up with no outs here now in the top of the seventh. Force at any base now for the Panthers. They just need 3 outs. And gets the swing and a miss.
After that now for the Indian, number 7, Frankie Walker.
Woo! And a double play. And that, folks, will end the game. A one hit wonder up until the seventh. 3 hits, loads them up, gets the strikeout, a fly out to fifth or third base, so a 5 unassist double play tag after the flyout. Wow, what a way to win it! What a way to lose it! All right, folks, back-to-back games has resulted in a 1-0 win, 1 unearned run, and it is another Web Gym. Thank you for watching. Final score: Putnam City North 1, El Reno 0.